Alright, Baron's back though. We're with Rochi and Alvin. Man them. Hairstyle looking clean. What drink you got there? Pepsi. Man's got a fat tub of popcorn. I've got jack shit, but... Wait, what's the screen? I don't even know which one it is. 3, 4. 4. Right there. Where are you looking? Oh, Blue Beetle. Let's see if this is gonna be any good. No, I'm good. Just got out of seeing Blue Beetle. Initial reactions. What do you think?
6. This shit tried, bro.
Alvin hated it. I like the action scenes, but like this, it was a bit slow at the start, I think.
How did Miguel get that chick?
Yeah, how did Miguel get that chick though? Like, she is way too old for him. She was way too old.
Too old, too good looking.
But he had no. His wrist was terrible. Yeah. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
It's gonna be better than that though.
Oh yeah, it's been better than that bullshit. Oh. Out of 10, what are you giving it? I don't know. You gave it a 6.
I'll give it a 6.
That shit like what? A 3 out of 10?
3 out of 10 for you. For me, you'll have to see in the video. I just got back from the film about half an hour ago, and I'm just going to do a quick little review. By the way, spoiler review, spoilers ahead. I just got general thoughts in my head. I think the movie was pretty predictable. Like, I could predict what was going on. The dad was going to die from the little scene, Miguel. I'm going to call, I don't know his name, I'm just going to call Miguel Blue Beetle for the whole thing, because I just know him as Miguel in it. So, you know, the scene with Miguel and his dad just talking on the chair at the beginning of the film, I was like, bro, straight away, bang, he's going to die. Then you had this guy, like Craven the Hunter type dude with the intro. I liked his character for the most part. It was okay. He wasn't in it that much. He's kind of bland altogether. He's not like a villain that strikes fear into his heart and stuff. Like, he's not like an evil mastermind villain. Like, the real villain is the ginger old lady. She's the main villain, basically. He had really cool fight scenes. Is he Red Beetle or something? He's pretty much a Red Beetle, I guess. But yeah, he had some pretty cool fight scenes. Both of them, I love both of the fights that he's in. And then at the end, they kind of, you know, made him a good guy, I guess. I like the way he killed the ginger hair girl. Complete boom explosions. He didn't even smack her or anything. Nope, just send her to die in a massive explosion. And he killed himself as well. But I really like how they tied the story in, because I knew obviously they gave hints that he didn't want to kind of go along with her planning that. So you could see the betrayal coming eventually, and then it happens, and then we see a twist, like he was actually being used the same way Miguel was getting used as Blue Beetle. So that's where they could kind of relate in that. And you know, that bit at the end was so badass when Miguel was just going bam, 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 gets his like sword out and trying to stab Red Beetle, and yo, he was going for the kill. Yo, it was pretty badass. And that's when the suit was like, yo, you gotta chill out. But at the start, the suit was wanting to kill everyone, and then it had to, the suit kind of had like a change of heart and just like, yo, we don't kill people. I kind of rate that whole thing. George Lopez, he was funny as hell. I think I laughed so much in there. It was a funny vibe. Every time that guy was saying some dumbass, his one-liners were really funny, man. And there's only 4 fights. Well, technically, the final battles are broken up into like 3 different fights, but there's 4 like action set pieces, if you get what I mean. But obviously, you have the action flying part going on at the beginning. I think my favorite scene was the second one. Yeah, the final battle was really good. The second one, where he comes back to save his family and he's kicking the shit out of all the like military soldiers and stuff. I really like that one. That was pretty sick. But this is really like a family movie though. Like, it ain't like a massive spectacle. I thought all the CGI was really good, much better than The Flash. Like, obviously the Flash CGI had really weird parts in there. The CGI in this film was spot on. I don't have any mistakes in it, except from like this one explosion that didn't really look the best as what it is, but I'll let that slide. I don't really give a shit. And the Beetle thing, the Blue Beetle thing, that was kind of cool, I guess, to see. I didn't really know he had that kind of bug thing, but that was pretty cool. Miguel killed it. Loved him. Loved the acting. He was sick in the film. The girl, she was alright. Sister, she was pretty cool. George Lopez, pretty cool. I like the whole family dynamic though. Grandma coming in, saving him, that was pretty funny, man. The grandma was hilarious throughout this film. But yeah, it had emotion into it. I think it's pretty solid, you know. Alright, so I did enjoy the origin story type vibe that they were going with. I think it worked well. I think the runtime was a little bit too long though. Like I feel like it did drag out parts. Like the first bit was kind of slow, setting it up, but I think they could have quickened that up a little bit more. You know, after the first fight scene or first flight scene, there's like a little time gap where they have to introduce like the plot points and stuff, which they could have done a bit better. So yeah, those parts were kind of slow, but eventually we did get there, and it did pick up the pace eventually when it gets like near the end. I mean, it's got a lot to say for the origin story. I think for origin story, it did a very good job. The transformation, the very first transformation was clean as hell. That was a really cool scene as well. How he just like, how the Blue Beetle just goes around and then enters his back and shit. The love story interest thing, I didn't even see coming. I didn't even know. Like my mate Alvin was, as soon as he saw the girl, was like, yo, they're gonna fall in love or something like that. I was like, probably not, because the girl looks like 30 odd or something. And I was like, nah, Miguel's like what, like 21 or something? And that girl looks like, I don't know, like 28, 30. I was like, damn, what the hell's going on here? And then he was right. I was like, bruh, what are they doing here? What are they doing? That kind of dynamic thing, I didn't really buy it, man. I think it was a bit kind of forced in there, to be fair. Because, like, Miguel, I feel like it was, what's his name? Hi-Man, yeah, Hi-Man. I don't know, it was a bit too awkward and stuff, you know, around it. Like, the chemistry wasn't there, if you know what I mean. But yeah, Blue Beetle, the suit looks fire. Throughout the whole film, it looks really cool. Fight scenes are pretty sick. I feel like it's massive, like a family movie, basically. It's more like a good family movie. It's fun, you know, energetic. It's got, you know, humor in it. There is, like, emotion as well, you know, with the dad dying in that. I guess it has to do with the whole Uncle Ben type story. But his dad dies, and then you get this whole dream sequence type of thing, where he's like kind of going in heaven. It's like not your time yet, and then he goes to the suit. Everything like looked pretty cool, you know. But yeah, it's like a chill story. I don't feel like they need to do a second. I don't know. I don't feel like they need to do a sequel to this film. I feel like this works fine as just a one-off, and then see him teaming up with like Young Justice, or if they do like Titans or something. I don't know what they're gonna do. I hope this movie does well. I really would like to see Blue Beetle interact with the other DC characters, like Batman, Superman, all of them. And more like teenager characters as well. Maybe him and Nightwing, that could be a really cool team up or something. I think I don't know if they're going to do like a new Teen Titans or something and a new DCU or some shit. I think they should just take the Teen Titans cast. Actually, no. The Titans cast was shit. And the only good one was Dick Grayson. Use Dick Grayson and just recast the rest of them, because Dick Grayson was perfect in that show, yeah. Him, Blue Beetle, they can start a new team, yeah, and then just recast the rest of them, because the rest of them was shit. You can get a better Jason Hood than what we got. Jason Hood's my favourite character, but you could have done a better Jason Hood. But yeah, that's going to be sick. For the first DCU film, whatever they're calling it, I think it's pretty good. I hope it does good, though. But yeah, I was fine with it. What I give it out of 10, I think I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah. I'm going to give it a 6.5. There was, you know, slow parts here and there. Story is just kind of straightforward. It's pretty predictable for the most part for superhero films as they go. So, yeah, I think 6.5 is pretty decent. I don't have anything really massively wrong with it. The ginger character, the villain, she kind of annoying. She wasn't the best villain in the world. She just wanted to make some next man yellow jacket people, like most of them. It's kind of similar to Ant-Man. You know what I mean? It's very similar type thing to Ant-Man. One storyline, but obviously a few different bits here and there. But yeah, that's Blue Beetle, man. I definitely recommend checking it out. It's pretty decent. See you in this video, guys. Like and subscribe. See you guys next time. So, peace.